Have you ever felt attracted to someone you are not supposed to want? A friend's girlfriend or wife, their boyfriend or husband, maybe even your best friend. Someone completely off limits. And the scary part? The more forbidden they felt, the stronger the desire became. This isn't because you're a bad person. It's because your brain is wired this way. Today, we're breaking down the forbidden fruit effect, the hidden psychology behind why people desire what they shouldn't, and why a friend's partner can suddenly feel more attractive than strangers. This video isn't about cheating. It's about understanding the brain so it doesn't control you silently. Trigger number 1, the reactance loop. First, we have to look at how your brain processes the word no. In psychology, this is called reactance theory. Humans have a fundamental need for autonomy. We need to feel like we are in control of our choices. When you see a friend's partner or someone off limits, the societal rule says you cannot have this. Your conscious mind accepts this rule, but your subconscious mind treats it as a threat to your freedom. The brain instantly pushes back against the restriction. It's not that you necessarily want them, it's that you hate being told what you can't have. The more you try to suppress the thought, the louder it gets. This is the white bear effect. If I tell you not to think of a white bear, that is all you will see. The forbidden label transforms a normal person into a symbol of lost freedom, and the brain will always fight to regain that freedom. Trigger number 2, the proximity trap, the mere exposure effect. But let's get practical. There is a quieter reason this happens. It's not just magic, it's geography. You desire them because they are safe. This is the mere exposure effect. Think about the environment where you see this person. Dinner parties, group hangouts, celebrations. You're seeing their highlight reel in real time. You don't see them paying bills. You don't see them arguing about chores. You don't see them at 6 a.m. in a bad mood. Furthermore, because they are off limits, your defensive walls are down. You laugh at their jokes more easily. You share stories more openly because you think there is no risk here. Your brain mistakes this lack of friction for a soulmate connection. It thinks, I feel so comfortable, it must be destiny. It's not destiny, it's just a context where reality hasn't been tested. Trigger number 3, dopamine and the uncertainty spike. Now, let's look at the chemistry. Most people think dopamine is about pleasure. It isn't. Dopamine is about anticipation. Neuroscience shows that dopamine doesn't spike when you get the reward, it spikes when the reward is uncertain. A forbidden attraction is the ultimate uncertainty engine. There's the risk of being caught, the secrecy of hidden thoughts, the what-if scenarios playing in your mind. This combination, risk, secrecy, and uncertainty, creates a chemical high that stability cannot match. The brain stops asking, is this right, and starts asking, is this exciting? You're not addicted to the person, you're addicted to the adrenaline of the situation. Trigger number 4, the ego's secret competition. Here's the uncomfortable truth almost no one admits. Sometimes this has nothing to do with love and everything to do with competition. Deep in our evolutionary wiring is intrasexual competition. We constantly measure ourselves against our peers. If you subconsciously feel that your friend is ahead of you, more successful, happier, more settled, their partner becomes a trophy. Your ego makes a twisted calculation. If I can attract their partner, it proves I am just as valuable or more valuable than my friend. This is a validation trap disguised as romance. You don't actually want the relationship, you want the power of knowing you could have it. Trigger number 5, mate choice copying, or pre-selection. This ties directly into social proof. When a friend you trust chooses a partner, your brain uses that as a shortcut for value. This is called mate choice copying. Your brain thinks if my friend who's smart and picky chose this person, they must have high value. Your friend unknowingly becomes a stamp of approval. Even if you wouldn't have looked twice at this person in a bar, the fact that they are taken makes them instantly more desirable. You're not seeing them with fresh eyes, you're looking at them through your friend's filter. So, how to reset? You cannot fight this with willpower alone. You need a strategy. Step 1. Play the tape forward. When the fantasy starts, your brain stops at the excitement. You need to force it to see the ending. Don't just imagine the kiss. Imagine the fallout. Imagine the awkward morning after, the loss of your friend's trust, the fracture in your entire social circle. Anxiety kills arousal. When you visualize the catastrophic consequences, the dopamine drops immediately. Step 2. Humanize, don't idealize. Stop looking at them as a forbidden object and look at them as a flawed human. Notice when they're annoying. Notice their bad habits. Remind yourself they have bad days. Once they become normal, they become less addictive. Here's the reality. Here's the part most people realize too late. The desire isn't for them, it's for the feeling your brain created. Once the taboo disappears, the attraction often collapses. The human heart is loyal by nature, but the human mind is vulnerable by design. Understanding the psychology doesn't make you weak, it makes you aware. And awareness is what protects the heart, not willpower alone. If this made you pause, if it explained something you never talked about, like the video. Comment what part hit you the hardest. Subscribe for real psychology. No sugarcoating. Understanding the mind protects the heart.